My 2022 deer season kicked off with the most special hunt of my life, my 3-year-old's first sit, making memories and starting traditions that will last us a lifetime. Two weeks later, I got my wife out for her first ever hunt. It was a special evening for both of us, and we had our first close call of the season.
I see him. Yeah.
30 minutes later, another buck works the same trail from the opposite direction, but never comes in range. The rest of October looked like this. I had one more close encounter with the buck from the ground, but struggled to see deer consistently. In early November, I take some time off from work to hunt and scout more public land up north. Rifle season rolls around, and I dedicate all of my remaining free time to filling at least one of my bags.
Man, I haven't talked to you guys in weeks. It is cold. It's Saturday, November 19th. It's a little after 10 right now. 9 degrees, 15-mile-an-hour winds, 25-mile-an-hour gusts. It snowed all yesterday, all last night. I found a few fresh tracks in here this morning, but nothing very big. I'm gonna go ahead and set down here and do a little bit of calling and just see if I can pull anything out of this bottom that's maybe tucked up in, trying to get away from the wind or anything.
By no means am I any good at calling. After a while, I push on and decide to peek into a wind-protected bowl. Almost immediately, I spot 2 deer just below me and crawl forward for a better view. I ditch the backpack, grab my shooting stick, and get ready for a shot. Unfortunately, the wind swirls before I can get a broadside shot on the bigger doe, and they both take off into the cover. A few days later, I head up north for Thanksgiving. I sneak out for a quick hunt with my dad and have my 4th close call of the year. We follow some deer tracks towards a valley on the back edge of the public, and I spot something in the sunlight as I enter this clearing.
Straight down this. You can see it's pulled. Oh, I see it now. Everybody else, I see it now. I get my binos on it. Yeah, it's just standing there in the sun. It has no idea we're here. Can you see its head? There's this one, though, I'm sure.
Can you see its head?
No, not yet. It's like almost, it just went around the other side. Oh, yeah, it's a doe. Go straight toward those cherry trees right in front of me. I'm just gonna put this big trunk tree in between me and her and get up there. Where is she? I don't see it down here. No. It's kind of going off to its left. Which is kind of down that hill, so we might have to try to creek over it a little bit. How the hell did that thing get away from us so fast?
That's what I was thinking.
Unless it like walked across the field back behind those pines and we could just never see it walking or something.
Either that or it saw us when we made our first approach up to that clump of trees.
Either that or it was actually standing up here. It was closer to us than we thought it was. I don't see any sun shining on it. I mean, it was standing like in the sun. And I don't see any sun shining on it. Unless it was, yeah, I think it was closer to us than we really thought it was. That sucked. I thought we were going to get one.
It wasn't very big. If it was closer than we
Still would have been. Oh, there it goes. I see it. It just ran off to the left.
Oh, yeah. I caught the movement.
So it did
Yeah.
work.
I see it. It just crested that hill way
Yeah.
out. All right, well, you want to go to this next ridge right here?
Sure.
We walked several more miles that day without spotting any more deer. The day after Thanksgiving, I head back to where I scouted in early November. I have intentions of getting back into a swamp beyond this clear cut. I catch movement in the tree line down to my right and pull the binos up to get a better look. I can tell immediately that it's a buck, so I move closer to the only available cover and begin trying to anticipate the buck's path. As I adjust to the right, a doe pops out on the two track to my left, and I prepare for the buck to follow. I don't see the buck exit the clear cut, but I don't see him go down either. I decide to work back up the hill in an attempt to get eyes on the buck again.
You guys are killing me. No way. That did not just happen. That did not just happen. There's no way. Guys, what did we do? I gotta get the camera. Stand upright. Come on, work with me here, please. Okay. Boys. Boys. Oh. Oh. Look at you. Look at you. He ain't even that big. Oh my God. That's my biggest buck. That's my biggest buck. That's my fastest hunt. The truck is over that hill. The truck is right there. I mean, he came out. I came over that hill and I looked down to the right. I was just watching down in this bottom right down here. And I could see him working the edge. And he turned and he was coming right up here towards us, right up the hill. And all of a sudden a doe popped out on this 2-track over here, and you guys probably saw, I mean, she was right in my face. Just right in my face. Well, she busted and turned and ran, and he kept coming. I don't know if they just weren't in heat or what, but he kept on coming. He came right up that hill just like he was supposed to. And we put it on him. That's the exit right there. It's gonna be a little gutty, it looks like. Oh my God, you big boy. Where's entrance? Oh yeah. Right where you want it. Dan, we did it, buddy. We freaking did it, buddy. Thank you, Dan, for putting me on the spot. Thank you, Stan, for putting Dan on the spot. Can't say enough. Let's get this bad boy out of here, huh? Come on, answer. Answer, please. Can you see? where we shot him from. We were right there next to this big downed bush, just trying to use it as cover, because we spotted him down here, working this way. And all of a sudden that doe, he went behind this big brush pile back there. Coming this way. He went behind that big brush pile right there. And he must have crossed the road and kept going this way. The doe hit the 2-track, came up here, and then turned left. And I mean, look. She got to right here. This is where she wheeled. And I was right there. I shot the buck right there. After he crossed the road, he stepped right up there. But I ain't got too far to drag him. That's a good thing. Now we gotta figure out how to load him up in the bed of the truck. That's gonna kind of suck. And then we get to go home and surprise the family. Well, that was quite the hunt. I've put a lot of time in the woods this year, and it's been a season of almosts. I should have, by today, I should have filled 4 tags already. I should have 2 bow bucks and 2 does with the rifle, but I don't. I didn't have anything tagged going into today. So to get that is that's pretty big for me. That's my biggest buck ever. That is a public land northern Michigan 8-point. And I could not be more thrilled to have a deer like that hanging up at the parents' house. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and we'll see you on the next one.